What is up, guys? Welcome back. Oh my gosh, Go Battle League is back. If you probably heard by now, I made a post, and honestly, it just felt surreal playing. I was like playing, and then I was like almost not believing that I was actually playing Go Battle League. And then third game in the set, we started lagging again. I was like, there's Go Battle League that I know and love so much. So yeah, we did run into some lag, but hey, I'm happy that it's back, and I hope that they made some improvements. I don't know. I think it was just server overload, like everyone playing at the same time probably contributed to lag. But in case you just woke up and haven't heard, Go Battle League is back. So on the screen here, I have the little update here. I'm going to hit play. And it just says, sir, trainers, we'd like to apologize for the extended downtime. Please know we worked fast over the past 2 weeks to properly resolve the issue and then thoroughly test our fix. I hope that means they actually did fix that energy exploit. And then these bullet points basically said you can do now 6 sets per day, so that's awesome. You get basically an extra day every week of Go Battle League sets, plus another 2. And then the second bullet point says that you get to boosted bonus rewards, whatever. So like whatever that means, they're not really specific on what the boosted rewards means. But the third bullet point, they get rid of some Pokemon that we don't really need for Go Battle League, like Snivy, Tepig. And then the fourth bullet point is the rare candy for the premium track is now being shifted back to the 4th win, so you can get it a little bit easier. And then the 5th bullet point says they took down the Go Battle League leaderboard. So yeah, that's pretty much the main points there. And so let's just get right into the battles and just kind of see how we did. So the first 2 battles, I didn't really experience too much lag, but there has been an issue a lot of people are experiencing with doing a charge move and then you're lagging a little bit right afterwards. There's like a little bit of a delay. And so there are some theories as to why that is. Maybe they're doing that to like kind of prevent people from being able to generate more energy or something during the animations. We're not sure. It's just obviously speculation at this point. But yeah, so that's kind of one of the issues that I've also noticed even before Go Battle League came back today. Like right before it came back, I did a couple battles with some subscribers, and I did notice that that was happening, but it wasn't like the worst thing in the world, but it was kind of annoying. So I'm hoping that they can fix that. Cross fingers. We should all bring it to attention on Twitter. If that continues to happen, please at them on Twitter and get their attention. So anyways, back to this battle. I'm using the same team that I've been using against the subscriber battles, and so I've actually been using Poliwrath as a substitute for Swampert, and I do like it. I think it has a lot of good matchups, and I don't know, I did pretty good in the set, so let's see what happens. So I go Dragon Claw against this Machamp, and I actually had double charged one, so I'm going to go back-to-back Dragon Claws. And then this Machamp, I mean, it has Rock Slide. I think at one point, I do shield this one. It does a little bit of chunk damage, not a whole lot, but not a little. So like, I just wanted to keep it a little bit alive. And then I swap in Cresselia, which is a pretty good safe switch for the most part. So I don't really feel too bad switching in. Because if you get that energy lead and you land a Moonblast and you get that attack debuff, it's just awesome and it helps you win the match. So we got an Articuno to face now, and so he's about to throw an attack. And this will most likely be Icy Wind, because that's usually what they throw. So our attack is now lowered. I'm going to go for the Moonblast and hopefully get their attack lowered. And we don't get it, so that's fine. We're going to have to take this Icy Wind to the face, and then I'm going to try to switch out and then quickly do a Shadow Sneak. So that way it resets the debuff on my Cresselia, and I can get a quick charge move in right as I come in. So now we're going to go for another Shadow Sneak, and then they switch out and they throw in their Snorlax. Now this is obviously not a good matchup for us because our Shadow Claws are double resisted, so I have to throw a charge move just to get rid of it, otherwise it will get to a charge move first. And then I get a little Shadow Claw off before I go down, and then I can feint the Machamp down with Psycho Cut, and then we have a Grass Knot. I was a little nervous about this because it is resisted by the Articuno, but it was so low health that we were able to get it off, so that was a really clutch win. So far, so good. We're 1-0, coming back at Go Battle League. Remember, we started this set right before just under 2,600, like at 2,675-ish or something. And so, trying to make that push to 2,600. So let's see if we can pull it off in the first set. I only played one set, actually, because I was I was too excited afterwards. I wanted to make a video, then I had to have dinner and all this other stuff. I got distracted. I just couldn't get to it until now. So anyways, Giratina, we lead into the Cresselia, so this is good for us. They switch out, which gives us switch advantage, which is perfect. So now I can come in for Poliwrath. That's exactly why I have Poliwrath. It does a lot of good damage against Registeel, and I like it a little bit more against Registeel versus Swampert because it takes a little bit less time to charge to that super effective charge move. Doesn't do as much damage, obviously, as Earthquake, but it does a ton of damage anyways. So I like it. It's quick. I do shield because I'm expecting a Focus Blast, and it is a Focus Blast. And so here I go for a bait, and it's not successful. However, what I can do now is go for another Ice Punch, and it'll either KO or I'll be able to farm it for a little bit, assuming it didn't get to its charge move. And we get one extra Mud Shot in, so okay, that's fine. We can recover from that. So I'm just going to go straight Ice Punch here because fighting is resisted by Psychic, and so Ice Punch is probably better to throw, even though it's not really that strong of a move. But yeah, so we're going to take this Moonblast and let it go. And then I can come back in with Giratina, and I have a ton of energy, and I go for the bait, making them think I'll have a Shadow Sneak, and they fall for it. So that was a very, very good shield bait there. So now I can go for a Shadow Sneak, and hopefully they won't shield this time, and they don't. And then, they just get the charge move off, but we have so much health, it is totally fine. And at this point I switch because I don't want to get an energy disadvantage. Or I was trying to switch, and this was one of the things someone commented on my post just recently, that the switching is lagging. And I did encounter that a couple times where I was trying to switch and it wasn't letting me do it. And so you saw that there with the Giratina, and I do hope that Niantic fixes that. It's just sad. They were they took almost 2 weeks off, and I heard they were rewriting a bunch of code, so I don't know. It's just, I feel like we're kind of at square one again. Like, they're releasing it, but we're having a bunch of issues, bugs, like lag, glitches. So, I mean, if they fix the energy exploit, I'm happy, I guess. But, man, it's just unfortunate. It's just, you would have thought that they would have had it, more fixed by now, but I don't know. Anyways, next battle, we lead into an Obstagoon. So this is not a really great matchup. The counters are resisted, but the Night Slashes are, we're weak to that. So we switch out, and then they switch out, and this is not a good matchup for us. So my strategy here is to drain the switch clock. I know that if I can just spam Ice Punches, I'll be able to run that clock out. I will have to burn a shield, but I might be able to get out of there before I get hit with a Moonblast. So I'm going to give that a try. So I shield, and we're right around like 15 seconds left on our switch clock. This attack will take 5 seconds of that. And so now I can basically withstand either one more charge move, or if I throw a charge move, that'll be enough to run the clock. So now I throw the Ice Punch, and then I try to get out of there as quickly as possible, and I'm able to successfully dodge that Cresselia. And obviously he's going to come back with the Obstagoon, but that's fine because I have an energy lead with a little bit with my Cresselia. I don't, because they had a bunch of energy built up before they switched. But that's okay. I have some energy. And so I'm going to throw Moonblast, cross my fingers we get that attack debuff, and we don't get it that time. That's fine. Night Slash is not that strong of a move, and so you can see it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, so we're able to survive that. So I'm just going to go for Moonblast again and see what happens. So they block it, and I switch out, and then they switch back in again, and this is fine. I kind of, I didn't really need this Poliwrath at this point. I have a Giratina with loaded energy and health, and so I might be able to do a lot of damage with this. So let's see what happens. Moonblast, obviously I'm going to take the hit. I'm going for the shield bait here because I have a lot of energy. They have to expect the Shadow Sneak, and they don't shield, so that was a very, very good not shield for them. And then I lag. You saw the lag there, weak connection. At this point I was getting frustrated. I had a ton of energy. I could have knocked that Cresselia out without taking that Moonblast. And I feel like that would have had a pretty big outcome to the game. But then they had a Registeel, so at that point I was like, okay, maybe not. I would have probably lost this match anyways. It's just unfortunate though. Like, even I probably would have lost that, but still, it was the lag. So what I did was I restarted my app. I waited like 10 minutes or so, I decided just to finish the set because I already had won 2 games. I really only just needed to win 1 more and I'd be happy. So we're going to see what happens. We're in game 4 now. And we had that lead pretty good, and then now they're in Cresselia. They switch in Cresselia, which was interesting because I'm still super effective against it, so I didn't switch out. I decided to stay in. I'm going to shield the Moonblast like I normally do, but because I have the energy advantage, I should be doing pretty well here in this matchup. So I'm just going to go straight Shadow Sneak here, and it does land. And then it's debatable whether I can farm or not. Like, I can definitely tank one of these Moonblasts. But I could either fire off a charge move and try not to get hit again, or I could just risk it. And I did risk it, and we did get the farm down, so that was good. We have a ton of energy. We're almost maxed on energy, so this is good. I'm gonna go straight Shadow Sneak because Dragon Claw is resisted by this Escavalier. So I'm just going back to back Shadow Sneak, and then I'm pretty sure I'm willing to let this one go at this point. I don't think I need to shield. Even though I have energy, I don't really need to shield. Drill Run's going to take us out. That's fine. I want to really save my shield for Poliwrath in case I need it. So here, I decided to shield. And that was a neutral attack, so I guess that was a pretty good shield, I guess. I don't know. Wasn't the worst thing in the world. But then they switch out. So they give me switch advantage, and I have Grass Knot Cresselia. So we're looking really good here. Earthquake, yeah, whatever, that'll do a chunk, but Grass Knot will do an even huger chunk. And huger is not a word, but a bigger chunk. And yeah, so they used their last shield, but that was unfortunate because they could not get to another charge move, which is the worst feeling when you shield and you still can't get to your charge move. It feels like a huge waste. So I feel bad for them, but we got to capitalize. So I'm going to go for this Grass Knot, even though it's resisted. I think it's double resisted, actually. I'm not sure. Someone please mention in the comments. And then look at that lag. Horrible lag, but because they were so low, we had that match anyways. So good games there. Now we are 3-1. So I'm already happy. Despite the lag, I'm happy because we have a winning record. We're going to gain points no matter what. And then we lead into a Lapras in the last game. So I switch out immediately to Cresselia, my safe switch. And then they switch into Mega Horn, Drill Run, Escavalier, which I'm sure is what the moves are. And that's fine because I'm going to get a Moonblast and we get the attack debuff. So that's even better. That's even like a better scenario for us. I still shield the Mega Horn anyways, just because I'm hoping I can get another debuff and then I won't have to shield after that. But I want to keep my Cresselia alive. We don't get the debuff there, but that's okay. I think I have such a big health advantage that I can let this Mega Horn go through, and it shouldn't do too much damage. I mean, it does a chunk, but we still can survive it. So here, I'm going for Grass Knot. I think this is a little too risky because it has a little bit too much health. So I know I wasn't going to KO, but there we go with the lag again. I feel like that, I don't know. I feel like that was, I don't know if that was lag or not, but I had a shield because I had so much energy. It just would have been a waste to let that one go. So Lapras comes back in, and I'm going to go straight Grass Knot. Super effective. And I can maybe get to another one. Ooh, there. So we CMP tied there, it looks like. And so we're going to take this Surf. And that's okay. So now I can come in with Poliwrath, which is super effective with the Dynamic Punch. They switch out, so I switch out. And this is going to be kind of annoying because they're going to have Dragon Claws and they have shields. So at this point I'm thinking, like, I don't know if I'm going to win this. But I'm going to have to just spam Dragon Claw and just hope for the best. And so that's exactly what I do. I just spam the Dragon Claw. And luckily, Charizard is not too tanky. Like, it's pretty glassy of a Pokemon. So I double charged my Dragon Claw to go back-to-back Dragon Claw. And then this is going to KO us, but that's okay because it has so little health that we can just farm it. We can get like a Mud Shot in, farm it down a little bit, and now we have a Lapras versus Poliwrath, but they have 2 shields, so I go for the bait and we get the shield. And so now I'm thinking, I think at this point, honestly, I probably could just go straight Dynamic Punch. But you know me, I like to gamble. So I go for the second shield bait in a row, and we get it. So, oh my gosh, that sealed the match right there. I mean, it would have been risky if he didn't shield that, but because they burned the shield, this is game over. We're going to land a Dynamic Punch, and that'll be the match. Now I think I had enough time and enough health to just go back-to-back dynamic punch. We would have been fine, but I don't know. I thought that was. I don't know if I think I just wasn't sure at the time. I thought they were definitely going to shield that, so I decided to go for it, and it did pay off. And then we lag like this. You can see just nothing, a whole lot of nothing. I had to restart my app again. I clicked the little collect button, and it was just a Beldum. So we catch that, and then we collect our other 3 rewards, and check out our rating. Now, I'm pretty excited for this rating. I know it's not the highest rating ever, but we do surpass 2,600. So we are now sitting at 2,607, and I am super happy with that for our first set back. I'm hoping Niantic fixes this Go Battle League a little bit more. That lag after the charge move is kind of annoying. The lag and the switching is really, really annoying. And although, I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, I'm happy it's back. But, you know, we just need it to be fixed a little bit more. So if you like that video, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Please, if you're still watching, please comment below. What is your experience with Go Battle League? I know I posted a post on my community page, but in case you didn't see it, I just want to know how it is for you. Are you having like flawless, no lag, or are you having a bunch of stuff that we talked about with the lag and glitches? So please leave a comment. I would appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.